Okay. Eradan, young ranger, took you to a place of people he knows, he trusts, a Dunedain farmstead in the middle of old Cardalan. It is early May. It is full-on unpredictable spring weather of the plains. Big storm rushing, gliding, heavy clouds gliding by fast. Shifts of temperature as well, nasty surprises. Just there is a bit of a shade, you know, and a north wind, and you know, you still feel it. But the journey was grand. You made it fast there, very fast, and that stay at those ancient vineyards turned the journey into something light and hopeful. You arrived mid-late morning at the Whitethorn hay, the estate of a certain old briar, and right upon arrival, just as you were about to approach the compound with its palisade, its hedge of whitethorn, you saw three? You know, a few horsemen leave the main gates, and that's where you met with one of the Dunedain there. You don't know if they are active rangers, and they don't wear the star. This man, at least, don't wear the star. He's obviously a Dunedain. In his, like, if you would estimate, you know, in his hundreds, you know, so 50s, I would say, right? Tormar is his name. Broad-shouldered. Tormar. Tormar is in broad-shouldered, bearded, not unkempt, but very just natural. Big bush brows and strong jaws and dark gaze, and makes noise when he steps, like, which is, you know, it's not really the ranger way, but if he was any ranger. Then he took you in that estate made of, you know, a dozen dwellings, some cottages, thatched cottages, orchards, fields, a pond, a big hawthorn, massive hawthorn in the middle of the central square, as if a beautiful, also rustic and quite ancient wooden great hall. You could see before entry a few, you know, amenities, like you noticed there's a forge, you noticed there's a little stream going, and some activities, some women, some children here and there, but quite empty. But when you entered the hall, you realize that most of the populace is there at this point. It's right before midday. You enter, you hear the shriek of a woman giving birth. And just as upon entry, you hear the response of the child, seeing the twilight of the great hall for the first time of his life, her life, as you will soon get to realize, get to know. The hall is, I would say, good 8-10 meters wide, 20 meters long, with some chests and trophies to the walls, and some nice beams crossing each other up top, forming a nice arched ceiling with dangling, scents and plants and stuff, drying meats, and a big communal table in the center. About 2/3 in, a massive central fire pit, which seems to be running, constantly. Just the heat inside is just next level. And past the fire pit, which is set on a massive sort of megalithic stone, that thing that pit rests on a stone that is as high as the great table, right? And past that there is a dais, old school, cracking, wooden dais, cracking because there's plenty of people on it. At the center of the dais, a wooden throne. Not so much like wood elf style, and not as like this weird mix of organic, and it's well carved and stuff. Ancient wooden throne, chieftain's seat, but on it sits a woman that just came out of giving birth, and she is the queen today. And she holds her baby, crying. And there is about 20 people in the hall at this point. Most are gathered near the throne and the newborn baby girl. They are a dozen human, a dozen Dunedain people, men and women and children. You can see 3 hobbits, as close as they can get to the baby. And behind the throne, looking right at you, standing in his hand on the rest, head of the throne, an elf. And everyone is attention is directed towards the lady who just gave birth and the baby, and at fiddling with the fire at the pit fire, an old man, an old Dunedain, in his 160th, yeah, it's an 80 years old Dunedain, 160 or so, and he's there tickling, messing with the embers of the fire. His face red from the glow, with 2 kids, 2 boys. Hard to say if the Dunedain or not. They appear to be 7 years old, both of them. They look very similar, and they look closely to what the old man is doing. And he he just, they're messing with the fire. They're making sparkles. And the first thing that happens when the scene starts is Tormar, your host, the one who opened the door for you and let you in, led you there. Tormar just explodes. What? But why didn't anyone told me what's going on? She wasn't meant to. This is too early. And he rushes towards the throne. Love, are you okay? He cries, And he just crashes at her knees and grabs his baby girl. And everyone just cheers, Hooray! And you feel just like tourists, just like as in really no one has really paid. I think there is a baby girl, a child, running out, to spread the news outside, and she just goes like, sorry, up, and she passes you like you were just like furnitures, and no one has or is intending to introduce you, although you've been noticed clearly. Irime and Galdir have exchanged gazes with that elf that stands behind the throne. And there is this...
I'll say...
yes, go.
I was going to say, looks like we've joined in time for some celebrations.
You're muted, Dan.
No.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, but I hope we can attend to a certain matter first, so it doesn't hang over the festivities. I feel like we have brought something ill here, and it needs to be taken care of, so we're not betraying our hosts.
Ascani goes around the throne and walks slowly in your direction. Yes, Asen?
We definitely need to destroy it. We need the furnace working.
Was the forge abandoned?
No, it didn't look abandoned.
What I mean is, was there anyone tending it at the moment?
You didn't hear activity there. Eradan is walking in along the table to come and put a knee down before the old man who is teasing the fire. And he kisses his hand. You're about, so what did I say? It's like 10 meters across, 20 meters long. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, you could hear Eradan mumbling to that man, his praise, and old Briar just lifts him up. Because you hear his name, being you hear some woman, or maybe a girl, a young hobbit girl, just runs down from the throne to grab old Briar's robe and just, old Briar, come see to kiss the baby. Yes, my girl, yes. And Eradan just lets old Briar go, and looks like you're. I imagine him looking like a druid, like panoramics, really just a big arched nose, pointy beard, some missing hair, long white hair in the back, and some kind of like linen natural robe. cloak, you know, and just a court for some kind of some kind of priest also, a pagan style guy.
Azaghal, let's take Adenir outside and take care of this. What do you think?
Eradan, you mean?
It's a good idea.
Did I not say
Yeah.
Eradan? Oh, I said Adenir, didn't I?
Yeah, you said.
Eradan.
Well, we should take Aradana. We maybe want to take the elder or the elf or whoever's in charge here in a more outside of this kind of tent where they have cause for celebration. Take him outside somewhere else where we can discuss a more serious matter.
Well, if they are distracted with this, then I think Azaghal is capable of melting this down.
Yep. I just need the fire going.
Otherwise, I feel like we're...
At least I want for them to point me where I can get coal.
The elf has approached.
We don't want to.
You're right, of course, Thorald. That would be the proper order of things, but I feel like we have brought, a pestilence into the hall, and if we take care of it first, then we won't be doing that.
It's a fair point. But maybe at least the Forge Master would be appreciative of us using it.
If it can be done quickly, that would be awesome. I will leave that to your capable hands.
Eradan is already showing some sword moves to the two boys.
Yep. I'm looking just for a straight piece of wood, basically just a piece of wood, so I can craft a toy out of it.
There would be wood logs near the fire pit.
Yeah. Basically, I just need something like that while I wait for the furnace to actually heat up enough.
The forge is another building, right?
Okay.
The elf has approached. Askarnil, at your service. Possibly the tallest elves you've ever seen. Nice boots. Worn. Weathered garments. In the browns and yellows and ochres. A rain, this typical 14th century cap, yeah? On top of the upper body, with a hood behind. And just the most amazing, charming smile. If he was an actor or, an entertainer, that would not surprise you, but the roughness of his appearance at the same time makes for a rich presence, and when he presents himself is Aranil at your service, and he sort of like closes his eyes, just makes courtly and makes courtesy and softly, and you see the way he looks at Irime. They obviously know each other. Who have we got here? Welcome to Whitethorn.
I look at Thorald, who's supposed to actually answer that.
I say, thank you, my lord, for your very kind introductions. I am Thorald from Dale, and I'm accompanied by Galde of the Woolen Realms, Azaghal from the Blue Mountains, and Bungo from the not so distant Shire, and of course Lady Erime, who you might already know. We appreciate your hospitality in letting us into your very lovely place, and of course at a time of great celebration. But we have
he laughs, he interrupts you, like a woodman. He reminds you of that woodman energy for an elf. Although he's too tall for being a woodland realm elf, for being a wood elf, and he puts his hand on your shoulder, grabs you, and there is this warmth, this friendliness. I see, my friend. You've made it at the right time. You're all very welcome here. What a fellowship have we got! An incredible company you've got here, Erime, my lady. Always a pleasure to meet you. Every 100 years is never enough. I would wish for more. How have you been since? And she says, stop it now, Askarne. Please, you behave, you always. You're such a, And she almost runs and to embrace him, and they hug. They hug very, just as if they just had survived the end of the world. For a half second too long, you realize that there is something profound in that relationship, and they sort of snap out of it, and she steps back. I'm Asgarnil. This is just. I wouldn't have expected. I had an inkling. I knew you were around. I felt it. When we were at the vineyards, I felt something was round the corner, a light. A moment of repose, a respite. Here, look at this company. I'm heading west, my friend, and with a smile, because with this kind of friends, I'm learning so much. And I hope they learn a bit from myself too. He launches.
It's a pleasure to. It's a pleasure we can accompany you, Lady Erime. We've come all the way from Rivendell, but I do not want to seize the frivolities, but we have need of your forge for an unrelated matter. Simply some repairing of equipment and some tools. Our master dwarf here is, he's eager to get it done before what looks like the evening frivolities begin.
There's one matter that cannot wait. I'm looking around to be sure. Erdan's still here? Forgive my unseemly behavior, but it would make our hearts lighter if there's one thing item at least that we could attend to quickly.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, he acquiesces, right? He's studying on that with you. Meanwhile, on the days, just the cheer is general. The dad is crying, lifting his baby. Old Briar is blessing the child, and he just scared to hold it as Tomar offers the baby to him. The woman hobbit, she's in tears. Her husband and daughter are just hugging her, and there is just a host of people who are chattering, who are hushing each other, who are trying to listen, who are commenting, who are, they're really like just climbing on each other to have a look at the treasure. And meanwhile, around the hearth, the fire pit, now Eradan has picked one of the what could be a heart trophy, and he's now charging the boys who have picked wooden sticks and are trying to corrida the charging heart Eradan.
I'm gonna have to go interrupt him. I look at Azaghal, I don't know.
I think you will soon understand. This place might as well just be an elven realm. This is a bit out of time, out of space. You will soon get the hang of it. There is no rush here, dwarf. He looks at you.
Will you please trust me? There is an item that needs to be rushed. Please trust me.
I trust you. And you should trust me as well. Like I said.
I will explain things fully when matters have been taken care of. I need to take Eradan and Azaghal, and we need to attend to this matter.
Well, you see this boy playing with Eradan?
Without it.
Ask him to bring Grandir for you. And Grandir will ask his dad to give you a hand with that. Eradan is playing with Dolman and Dulman at this point. You want to ask them to ask Grandir, their cousin? No, his son, 3 daughters, uncle. Yeah, young uncle. To ask his dad. Yeah, it's a big family. Yeah, grab one of those boys there and ask for Grandir, and says that he brings his dad, Gildemore. Gildemore the smith. Grandir the smith apprentice, his son.
Thank you for your patience with my unseemly haste. And I hope I can clarify things soon.
Are you from the Woodland Realm?
Yeah, my friend. I look forward to speaking with you soon.
Oh, but we will. Welcome again.
And I turn and thank you. And go ask Dolman and Dolmore.
Okay. Those two demons
you gave me 2 different...
Yeah. You want them to go grab Grandir. Grandir's the smith's son. And you want Grandir to ask Gildemore the smith for his help. Or maybe you may do with Grandir alone. You don't know.
I just need his permission to use the forge for a few minutes, because it is not our forge.
It needs resources.
Yeah. You approach the two terrors who are hunting the heart trophy. And Eradan stops for a moment. He says, "Hey, guys, please listen to my friend here. This is Galdir, Dolman. Hello, sir. How are you?" They're 7 years old, yeah.
Good. Eradan and I and Azaghal need to take care of a matter real quickly before we are at your disposal.
A matter?
Could you please run and get Grandir?
What's the matter?
Dad?
Grandir? We love Grandir.
Yes.
We'll bring Grandir. Let's go. And they just throw the sticks in the air behind. You almost get a stick in the. Eradan puts back the heart trophy on the wall. He's all like panting already for running around the fire pit. This fire pit must have been going for the last 200 years. With it sitting on the top of that massive block of stone. Just this thing is, it's something. You see the two boys just rushing in the throng, disappearing in the mass of people, and exiting with a Dunedain, 30 years old Dunedain, dirty, unkempt, sweaty, with, you know, a mix of a smith and a gardener and a herder. The man must do everything, you know. And he looks super tired, but just grinded, you know. But he just had tears, you know. He's drying his tears. He comes to you. You see his tears. They're washing his face at the same time. He looks like, you know, he had war paint on his face. Hey, oh, but we have guests. Oh, I see. Oh, he looks at Irime, you know. He makes courtesy. He seems, for his appearance, quite, you know, keen and keen-eyed and disciplined and educated, and he made a quick read, you know, as in who you were and who you were with, and Dolman, they just bring him, you know, Dolman and Dulman, the two 7 years old, they're just like, hey, come on, uncle, come on, here's new friends. And then they go, they bomb out, you know, and they disappear. And Grandier is there. He has an apron. He has the blacksmith apron. You know, but he has as well horse breeder, or what, you know, horse tender tools. You know, he has various tools, you know, on that belt. He was probably in the middle of something when that happened. He says, Grandier, at your service. Welcome, people. Welcome to Whitethorn. What brings you? How can I help?
Thank you. Please forgive me for unseemly haste. There's something we need to attend to as soon as possible. Eridan? I will explain afterwards if you will, I beg your indulgence.
Yeah, Eridan so finally sort of like bring himself together. He looks at Grandier, and Grandier comes in close, and Eridan murmurs, whispers at Grandier's ears. And Grandier says, I'll take care of it. Let's go. And so just as you're about to head off, as you've got what you were looking for, it seems that Grandier, he throws a quick glance behind his shoulders to look at the person that you were pointed at. In fact, first Gildemore, yeah, his dad. And he looks behind, and he says, "You see, Gildemore is busy with his brother Turmar. Turmar, who is the new dad." And he just waves, sort of like, and nods at you, nudges towards the main entrance, and says, "Let's go. Don't bother my dad with that."
I will go with them. No. We, Azagal can do it if you don't have the time. But it's a matter of, we would be remiss in our hospitality if it were not taken care of first. And I beg your, please allow me to apologize for interrupting things that really shouldn't be interrupted.
You're not. Life goes on. Never stops. We've got this. Galder's your name. That's a good name. Come on, follow me.
Thank you, Grandier. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Who is following to the forge?
I am, obviously.
I'll go as well. Maybe we all go.
Oh, and how about you?
Bungo.
I mean, Bungo.
Bungo will stay with Urame. His initial distrust of the situation is passing, and he brings his pipe out and starts to join in the merriment.
You'll notice, as you know, someone new to the crew, everyone around seems to know each other very well, which give you very much a sense of something Shire folk would have easy going. You know, this is a community that has gone through stuff together, and you can see that they've helped each other a lot. Yes, there is really this sense, there's this bonding going, and for a hobbit, I guess that can only be a good sign, right? You're approached by
Yes, well,
a couple of hobbits, actually. I think their daughter, she's now the first in line to hold the baby, as they just had their turn, and now they sort of exit the hurdle and the hustle, and now they come to meet you.
Well, perhaps just before that, as they were holding the baby, I would make their acquaintance, and my round face coming close to the baby and offering my congratulations, and then saying hello to these hobbits. Oh, well met. What a wonderful home, and what a day for celebration.
Indeed.
Well, I will go by the fire. Look, I have some pipe weed here if you would like it.
Juno is my name. Welcome to Whitethorn. This is my wife, Bredelga.
Oh, Juno, Bredelga. My name is Bungo of the South Farthing. I'm not very pleased to meet you. It is a good thing, a heartening thing to meet hobbits. It has been a while, and the road is long, and the dangers of the road have already come upon us. And it is wonderful to be here. Wonderful to be here. What a beautiful baby! A Baggins? Oh no! You have heard of the famous Baggins?
Indeed.
No, but I have supplied the Bagginses with weed on occasion.
They sit at the table, a bit further away from the throng and the heat of the fire pit, and a 16 let me tell, a 12 years old girl comes in and serves some I guess some, it's either mead or some kind of lemonade. Yeah, she comes in with lemonade. She has a ton of it, and she serves that in mugs, and she goes around, and everyone goes crazy for the lemonade. And Juno and Bredelga says, "Thank you, Fredel. Thank you, good girl." Well, there's cries, there's still shouts going behind. You have sort of like to shout to have that little conversation between the three of you. The two of them, Juno and Bredelga, are quite well, doing well. They're well dressed, and we're from Bree, if you had not noticed. We missed the Shire, we missed the old days, but we had to move. Well, like you're a traveler too. We're not real travelers, but we moved once in fall.
Oh, I see. Well, Bree, some months have passed since I've been through there. This lemonade is refreshing. And would you like some of this long bottom leaf, my dear friend? Let us sit by the fire. Music, perhaps.
Oh yeah, you want? Yeah, I guess now there is a bit of music that is beginning to sound in there. Some people, humans, have lyres or maybe some forms of violins or whatnot. So there
Yes,
is an ambient. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bungo does keep one eye on his lady Hervé. His heart slightly crestfallen to see this link with this Escalon. But still,
yes. I think they walk around the outer sort of like ring, and they make circle around the great table, the hearth, and behind the dais. So you lose sight of them for a moment as they make their turn around the back of the hall and turn left and come back. So. And they're in active conversation, obviously, and very much. They're even holding hands, laughing, and
Oh, well, Bungo is merry, and if the music begins, his little drum will come out, and he will play and offer his pipe weed amongst the fellows and get to know the hobbits. But
okay.
yes, he feels a little sad that his lady is gone elsewhere.
She's surfing.
His heart long.
Mm-hmm. She's on the surf. she would glide over you without noticing. This kind of thing. Like, hey. Sorry, I swallowed the wrong way.
Oh,
for real.
The lemonade. It does bubble in the throat.
Is that your reaction, Bungo, to seeing Lady Irime walk away mid sip?
Yeah, I mean,
you have to watch that lemonade,
Yeah. Are you okay, Addy?
Just drinking.
I think it's definitely spiked, Bungo.
All right.
If you had your liquor here, Thorald, a little drip of it
would have been sufficient.
Howdy?
Amongst
you all right, buddy?
Yeah, it's really.
Yeah, the Dunlanders put something in the lemonade.
It's just the juice. Meanwhile, it's midday outside. Big clouds in the distance. Dark shade of this massive Whitethorn tree in the middle of the square. Those dwellings around, thatched cottages and stuff. Grandir and Eradan take you to the forge, sort of like on the outer ring of dwellings, and there is this amenity there. It smells of the forge, and the furnace is going. Something was in the making, and you see Randir comes in, enters the forge. He was making horseshoes, and he sits on a log, mechanically. Folding his apron a certain way, grabbing a hammer, playing with it, fiddling with the hammer and whatnot. And Eradan, you've not noticed horses, by the way, anywhere. Eradan takes the ring out of the pouch. And brandishes
But
it.
don't, if I can, I'll try to stop him from touching it again. Just up in the pouch.
All right. Now, dwarf, while you do you, that forge is not mine, huh? Don't mess anything here. This is my dad's forge, Gildmore. He's the smith. I'm just an apprentice. Although I know it all, he still calls me an apprentice. He'll do that. He'll always do that. Never mind.
Fathers, eh?
Say?
Yeah, well,
I just said fathers, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, we can tell Dad's one of those. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow.
I feel there's a lot to unpack there.
Well, as a gal,
we
right?
need to heat it up.
You know what you're doing, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
What?
We need to heat up the fire. We need a lot more heat than to melt iron.
What's the story?
So
What
yeah,
is this
I
thing
go
you
to
want
the
to get rid
bellows.
of?
The reason for the unseemly haste is we have every reason to believe the ring is cursed, and it would be a violation of your hospitality to bring a cursed object into your hall. The ring must be destroyed, then we can join you in festivities as should be. I hope this forgives my unseemly haste.
Cursed in what way? He asked with some, like, cursed in what way?
It's not exactly cursed. I think it helps someone to talk or control the one who's wearing it. So the curse won't, well, it's not a curse, so it won't actually affect the forge itself. Sorry, the furnace.
Oh, I see. Well, get rid of it then.
It's a curse on the wearer, yes. And maybe those who associate with the wearer.
Does it have anything to do with Aradan? Aradan, my boy. Aradan goes, no, this isn't. This was Ascarnil's. His family is. There was some trouble there. At Earth Kellen. We had to move and leave the place behind. Now Ascarnil has fallen. And Grandier goes like, what? How come? That's him. He was the best of us. Well, Grandier,
Well,
I'm
she's
afraid he wasn't, he says Eradan. And he fell from high, and painfully. And I guess he crossed the wrong axe.
Yeah.
And the ring corrupted him, and we don't wish it to corrupt any other.
Gosh, that gives me the chill. Really, this isn't. I guess.
Yes.
Yes. Go ahead, Azaghal.
I go to the bellows and start heating up the fire.
So while the thing is, well active, concentrated, just it could melt anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's okay now. Just drop the ring inside. Don't touch it. Just in case I hold my axe in my right hand.
Okay. So it's Eradan is to do it, yeah? Drop the pouch.
But preferably just up in the pouch and let it fall out.
Yeah. He drops the pouch. Pinch the pouch. Okay.
Yeah.
The ring drops, pulls through space, enters the furnace. There is a hiss and like a pang. Like someone dropped a bomb. There is no actual explosion, just a fizz following right after then, and white particles are just writhing up in a sort of a shriek, and that thing dissipates into, like, ashes taken by the wind. And no more after effect. That is all.
Yeah. I look at the young ranger and smile. Now, lad, your captain can rest in peace.
He goes.
Do you feel free? Eradan, do you feel free?
Yes. Never better.
If he lets me, I hug him.
He's surprised. Yes, he goes like, yeah. He grabs your, he just has barely the space to hug you in return, and there is a moment of he collapses for a bit, like he's like, and you hold him as he takes like just another second to recover, to recompose himself. You really feel that some kind of weight has left him.
Strong heart. It's times like these we friends support each other. You are a marvel.
I will also give him a firm pat on the shoulder and say, "You are braver than you realize, Eradan."
Yes.
And once I've done my part, I kind of, the dragon egg kind of feels a little bit heavier, as seeing someone relieve their weight is, there's still a long way to go. The smile I give him is genuine, but also maybe a little pained.
The host must have exited the main hall, and he's now must be parading inside the estate between the dwellings, as you can hear, guys, more acutely the sound of music and chanting and cheering, and the cry and the shriek of the baby. And as one of these shrieks goes through, there must be like, they may be like 25-30 meters away from you, so as you're still you're inside that forge. Thorald, you hear that baby shriek. Just as it goes, it echoes, and you could swear that there is a tremor in your backpack. You could swear that for a moment something there has shuddered and trembled. Yeah. In response to the shriek, possibly. Roll dread for 2 points of shadow. Valor.
No, I was like, has he forgotten? Has he forgotten?
May I remind you to spend hope?
I'm using hope. Don't worry. So I need to tilt this down so I can see.
It's become a habit now. You don't need reminding.
Don't worry.
Well, feel free to
Failure.
remind me. I forget.
Oh, no.
2 points of shadow.
All right. Ouch.
Ouch.
What?
Did you?
11 out of
Did you
15.
take a? Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Did what now?
If he took a shadow scar the previous time, because I could not remember.
No, I didn't yet.
Not yet, no. I need there's a mouse is playing up, sorry, 1 second. There we go. Now I can move it. Yes, shadow is now. I know we made a decision. I'm now at 13. So I need to probably take a shadow scar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Oh, I will do that.
All right. Okay.
How many shadow points get converted into a shadow scar?
Everything.
All of them, I think.
All of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Well, I will take all of them into the shadow scar.
Now the scar will be every time you hear a baby cry, you will think of a baby dragon. You will think of the end of the world coming about. You know. And
yes, as new life comes in, there's other life destroys. So yeah, there will be well, I'll have a long life to live, hopefully, and there might be kids in it, so that's going to be awkward.
as long as you wear that scar in your mind, you'll have that association. But the fact that you put that in a box, this became you made this little icon of fear, icon of despair somewhere in your brain. There's a form of resolution, there is a form of acceptance to that. It's a form of resignation. I think scars are a form of resignation, and resignation is a form of I think a form of you abide. There is a law, you submit, and it's a release in its own way. You accept some kind of you make of something a condition, and that becomes a fact, and that's a release. There is no more conflict about that. That's what a trauma is, all right? I think that's why I think I understand of trauma is that better to have a trauma than just to be in constant fear of just an active conflict all the time with something that is permanently facing you. Instead of that, you put it in an icon somewhere, a corner.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What do you guys do? Grandir goes, I think at this point, Grandir says, I think I better get busy or look busy here. Friends, I'm glad
we're at your disposal.
I could be of help. Aradan, your friends are special. I'm grateful you all took care of my friend for. But please, just don't tell that to let not Gildemar know about it, right? That's all I'm asking.
Okay, I do need to tell S. Karnin if there's no reason I shouldn't.
Well, it's okay. Sure, sorry. I mean, of course. Just don't let the word spread
Thank you.
that I use the forge for other things that I'm allowed to.
How about if you allowed Azaghal to do it? But
Yep.
Just don't make it
Nonetheless,
overcomplicated.
thank you for
Yeah.
trust-
Go.
no, thank you for trusting us and for supporting us.
Juno and Bredelga are near Bungo now. We've talked about, your roots, where they're from, where you're from, and the game on the topic of Bernie that you met last in the Shire, in Rivendell. What? Oh yeah, Bernie. He goes, Bernie. Oh, the son of what was the name? And it was what was their name? Jim, Margot and Ben. She goes, Bredelga, of course, but we haven't seen them for a while now. Are his parents? I mean, he was always some kind of wild element, even or a Shire hobbit, I may say, but what about his parents? They disappeared, their home was abandoned. Ben and Margot never come back. It's been nearly 2 years. No, 1 year.
Well,
Oh, no, yeah.
Well, I did have the pleasure of seeing Bernie, and that he is well in Rivendell, and he told me that he saw his parents but they were in great danger, and he had to flee from that situation. So the mystery is still there, I believe. Hopefully he will find them. He was going again to find them, I believe. The young adventurer.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds dire. Oh, poor Bernie. He was always such a hopeful boy, says Juno, Oh gosh. But his parents. What a weird bunch. Have you known them?
Oh, only a little in my role as a trader, and
I reckon they were of the eccentric kind, even for a Bree hobbit, I have to say. I don't know which...
Well, we all have to put ourselves in that boat, I suppose, being far from our comfortable homes and on the road, as it were. What a place you have come across here. It is a merry place in the dark lands.
Indeed. This is a good old family of old friends. We like their craft. We love their baskets, that's why we come here. And, well, we've been friends of the family and old Briar for as long as I can remember. My parents were friends of his. He's an old fella, as you can see. You see the old Briar is just now... He nearly dropped the baby! And this is a family of elf friends. Yes.
Oh yes, quite a mix of peoples here, and as you say, there is nothing like a good basket. Absolutely.
You know what I mean, yes. Uh-huh.
The old man. Absolutely, a good basket. Yes. I wink to him, and the old Briar there. He's seen a lot in his time. I would say.
Indeed, he did. He's a mine. Stories and experience. He used to be a ranger back in the days. He wore the star. Something happened, I don't know. He gave up on it and dedicated himself to a land of farming and protecting that bit of land. He's not a warrior anymore, of course, not those days, but his sons either. None of them would take the sword. as if they swore not to do harm. Even now, and he sort of like quiets down and ushers towards you. There is even a Dunlander within the palisade. He was brought over this morning. And he is sick. Those Dunlanders, they're no good people. They're savages. But they don't know nothing about medicine. Poor wild beasts. So they brought over this man of theirs. So, Matilda, oh, no, what's her name? Yes, Matilda, she could take care of him with her healer talents. And that was their deal. They threatened Whitethorn. We were not, I mean, if all Briar's family was not to tend for that man's well-being, certain Maldo he's called, well, the Dunlander promised to take down the place, put down everything, burn it all. That's how they, that's how they do. So old Briar had no choice. They took the deal, and now this Dunlander Maldo is sitting somewhere in a barn or whatnot, and Matilda is taking care of him.
I see. Well, no, we did see that company of Dunlanders. Yes, a dark folk. Yes, and wild, you say. One is here, I see. Well, my friends, there is healing hands among our party. Perhaps we can look and see what there is.
Well, that'd be help. The sooner this man is away, the better for everyone involved. Tomorrow is May Day. Tomorrow we have a big celebration. It's meant to be a merry day. May Day means
a merry day, very well.
Yes, you know May Day. Of course you do.
Oh, wonderful.
It's like the 5th of May or something like that, and it's as big as Midsummer or Harvest or Equinox, New Year. It's one of the big one.
Oh, May Day and a newborn beautiful baby. What a cause for celebration. Yes, you are right. We must do what we can to rid this problem from your place.
Well, if you want to talk to Matilda, she might be happy to get some help.
Indeed.
Who's that girl over there?
Lady Hervé.
At this point, actually, you see a woman, very black hair, matte black, pregnant. Not a Bree woman, not a Dunedain. With a big belly. 7 months, 8 months. A man holds her, by he's hugging her from the back, and as she holds up the newborn, and that just arches her body, and you can see just the profile of her big pregnant belly. As she just presents the newborn to her husband, or her man, who is a Dunedain in his 60s, so in his mid 30s, This is Matilda.
Oh, hello. Wonderful that there is new life here and coming in this place, in this dark lands. What a merry place, and congratulations to you all for your home. The lemonade is obviously good here.
You approach the core. Yeah. You're welcome. There's ways made for you among Bree people, Ariadorian, I would say, humans, and greater stature Dunedain, female, male, children, adolescents, and you approach. There's Gildemore, the smith, his brother Fresian, as Matilda just gives back the baby to Mishka. The mom, the new mother, and Toma sort of become bossy and make but at this point he says let's go out, let's show her the light, and that's when everybody goes out, as we just in the scene when we're in the forge. I just realized now I have to connect those two. The party goes out and to present the baby to the son, yeah, and that's when you're you're left in the commotion. You're at Matilda's side, right, accompanied by Juno and Bredelga and their young hobbit daughter Messa, but you're with that Matilda, that 22 years old southerner, possibly girl, pregnant, the nurse of Maldo the Dunlander. Nice to meet you. Thank you for your good words. You're no, I never knew. I never saw you here. Welcome on board, she says.
Well, a pleasure. The roads of Eriador are known to me, but no, I have not had the pleasure of finding or knowing of this place. And wonderful to see that your child is coming. Congratulations to you. He's respectful. Bungo's.
She looks down worrily, Then she smiles up at you, back again, And you exit the twilight of the great hall, and you're just salted by the bright sunlight, and everyone is cheering. They make a turn or two around the old hawthorn. Hawthorn generally don't grow very very high or very imposing, but this one has the stature of an oak, right? And then the company, the party just parades, and you can see other faces showing. Most of the people, in fact, the regulars, I would say the locals are already part of the party, so there isn't much more people to meet on the way. All together, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 20, 21, 33, 37 people present on site, apart from you. Dunedain, that would be 1, 2, 3. Out of those 37, there is Ascarnil the elf. There is 12 Eriadorian, 4 parents and their 8 children. There's the 3 hobbit from Bree. That's it. So out of the 37, there is 12, 15. There are 16 that are not from here. So there's 21 people living here permanently.
How many of them are pregnant?
1 girl is pregnant.
Okay. It just seemed like in your description there were like 15 people who are pregnant. But only 1 is pregnant.
Yeah, just Matilda.
Okay.
That's when you guys exit the
Forge.
the forge. You see Bungo making the conversation with Matilda.
I see you've ingratiated yourself, Bungo, into the crowd.
Oh, well,
I expected no less.
indeed. It is a merry place, thankfully. We have had many dark days, and have you done what you needed to do?
It is done. And
Oh, well done.
We can
well done.
rest easy tonight.
Well done.
We were told
I see.
not to speak of it to others, if possible.
And Bungo reaches out and just puts a hand on Thorald as he sees a weight upon him.
Thank you.
Have some of this lemonade. Perhaps a little of your liquor sprinkled into it would be something.
Oh, what a fine idea! And I do as he says, and I will. Oh, I think I will pour the liquor there. It's a lovely lemonade. I think I will be consuming plenty tonight. Well, today it's the afternoon, isn't it? So this evening.
Indeed, the hearth is warm here, and we can rest.
Well, that's a welcome sentence to hear. We've had a lovely few nights, and I hope that they can continue into the Shire and beyond, that the worst is beyond us. But it's never so easy. So there's nothing like the present, eh?
You have taken a lot of our burden, my friend. You must rest and eat and drink and sing, and maybe your soul will be lightened.
I hope so. But between us, I think what I carry, I will keep a distance from it and the child, newborn child. It has come into this life innocent and full of hope. Let's keep what we carry at a safe distance.
The young hobbit girl,
Yes.
the daughter of Juno and Bredelga, Messa, this young hobbit young teenager. She would be like the equivalent of a 12 years old human girl. She overheard the fact that you carry, and she's like, but boys are cannot be pregnant. What do you carry? I can't believe you're pregnant.
It's
Oh, you have keen ears, young one. You have keen ears, young one. We carry burdens. Oh, old men and young men. We carry burdens through this world, and there's much to worry about, but not today. Not today, young one. Not today.
Boring.
We are new birth.
It's simply a metaphor. Simply a metaphor. We do not wish to bring our sad, lonely energy into the beautiful times of this newborn baby.
Bredelga, the mother hobbit, she just chases her daughter Messa away. And don't you bother them with what is it? What is it? You carry your own burden, they have their own burden. I don't care about burden. They're not real. And she's off. She goes off to play with the human boys and girls.
It is of no mind.
Excuse
It
her.
is great to see the young ones in such good spirits.
Indeed.
And how can we be?
Yes.
And how can we be anything but happy when we see a red-faced dwarf like this? Look, at his forge. There's nothing so happy, nothing so cheerful as a dwarf at his forge.
Some things just have to be seen. They have to step out of a book and into the real life.
Yeah, the forge here is magnificent, and I'm grateful that I had the chance to see it. Some fine ironwork has been produced there. Very nice horseshoes, but I wonder, where are the horses?
When you look around, you see some enclaves for animals. You see cows. You see cows and mules and donkeys. You see, full chicken dens and all sort of things. You see ducks at the pond, all sorts of, animals, farm animals, but no sign of horses.
Is there a stable somewhere?
Yes.
A place where, yeah. So they have horses, but the horses are gone.
Yeah. Or the enclave, it's decent. 60 meters is a pretty decent, circle with the hedge thorn, the whitethorn around it. There is room for plenty of things to happen there, and it's happening. It's not overly sized, I don't know what that would be in square meters, it's like about max is 60 by 60 square meters. But it's a circle, so.
Yeah.
If there were horses, they could have been possibly, up to 3 to, possibly 4 horses or so, Maybe more if they were, if they took them to pastures or some other places outside, right?
Yeah. Or maybe to wait for some strangers by the river. Anyway, let's drink and make merry and celebrate life.
I say to the Bungo, have you seen if there's any place for us where we can stay tonight? Maybe a guest house, or unless maybe the topic has not been broached, and I will turn to the Lady Hobbit and say, is there a guest house where
I'm a guest myself.
We have a half a day.
We're regulars. Not so much regulars as such, but they made room in a little cottage for us, but I guess there's still room in the barn where this scoundrel is actually. I don't know if he sleeps all the time. And Juno says, just don't be so harsh. I mean, the man, he was just born Dunlander. He may be not such a bad soul after all. But Juno continues on. Yes, there must be room in the barn. Well, I guess at some point you're gonna have to ask old Briar your way around and what's up with you.
That's true. That's true. Well, thank you. At least we have an idea of someplace we can rest our heads. But we'll speak to old Briar before we make any such moves.
Thorald, we have half a day. We could continue traveling.
That's a question for the group, not just for me.
In the meantime, I'm
it would be a
carving
shame.
something out of wood.
It might be a shame to miss out on what could be a great company and some celebration to a newborn child, but yes, I agree. We have we have places to be other than here. Maybe we can discuss this amongst us separately.
The congregation is dissolving. People are going places. Some seem to go back to the field or the orchard. Old Briar is going to have a seat under the big white thorn on the central on the square, looking towards facing towards the pond, the duck pond, that is like 20 meters further down, after a couple of dwellings. And the old man is left on his own, and but with the two kids who were playing with him first at the fire pit, and their what was their name? Dolman and Dulman, the two little kids that you approach to connect with Ground Deer, the Smith apprentice. So Dolman and Dulman, the two 7 years old, are making shapes in the ground at Old Briar's feet, who is now sitting on a log under the tree, leaning on his cane. And most of the community now is occupied now, doing their things, and we're going into like the sort of like afternoon shift. I see you, says Old Briar, as you're sort of skirting around the old white thorn. And the kids are now doing a quiet game of making shapes on the ground with their sticks, and they're very absorbed and as if they're completely oblivious of the world around them. Birds are looking for shade and have gathered in the white thorn, but they're quiet. And it's the sort of like the time for siesta. But the old man very keenly noticed you and approach. Don't be afraid. You're welcome here. If you're past the hedges, that means you're elf friends. Oh, and I see. Oh, of course. My eyesight. I just can't see very well anymore. I am Old Briar. I'm the old man. This is our place. This is my family's heritage. Been here since forever. And you're very welcome here, my friends.
You've been very kind.
Yes. No, this is natural. This isn't even kindness to me. This is duty. The world out there commands it. No. We need to help each other. That's the least we can do. Even Dunlanders need help, and, well, they have ways to ask for help, but we accommodate the best we can. We don't want to make waves, if I may say. Not a mariner myself, but I know nothing of the ocean. And you see, he starts to bit gambling, and suddenly he just drops his tongue. His conversation just stops as he gazes again towards the pond, and as the flight of ducks lands in the pond, between a couple dwellings, 20-25 meters further away. I hope you have found a place to stay tonight. the barn is...
I will.
I would recommend the barn. This is actually my favorite place to spend the night, but not so young anymore.
Well, I was going to approach him, and if he said his eyesight's not very good, I was going to give him my hand and say, I'm Thorald from Dale, and yes, you have preempted our question as shows your wisdom. The barn would make a beautiful, a fantastic place for us to spend the night. We're here on the recommendation of the Ranger Eridan, who told us that you have a refuge here in Cardelan. We're Cardelan, right? Let me just check.
And yeah, it used to be Cardelan.
Yes.
I mean, ages ago. This is just
in
nowhere. In the middle of nowhere.
Well, he mentioned you have a refuge, as you say, in the middle of nowhere. And, we appreciate the hospitality as we make our way, make our way onwards.
I know. You're traveling far on a mission without a name that you wish you had not inherited the burden of. I wish you good luck. But until you depart, I cordially invite you. Tomorrow is May Day. Tomorrow, you make your fill of hope before you depart again. There cannot be a merrier day in the year, and you've got to stay with us.
It's a very kind gesture, sir, and it is not just my decision. There are forces on our tail, and I do not wish to bring their attention here. But if you believe this place to be safe and hard enough to find, then we would love to spend May Day with all of you. But again, this I must confer with my fellowship. And I will turn and I will say, and must introduce Galdir, the elf of the woodland realm, Azagal, the dwarf of the Blue Mountains, and Bungo of the Shire, and somewhere in the celebrations is Lady Irime of Rivendell, who we are escorting on her journey westwards.
Are you indeed escorting a lady elf to the Grey Heaven?
It is one of our many blessings.
Oh. What an interesting lady she must be. We never met. She's one of a kind. You're very lucky.
Yeah.
But her friend, Askarnil, is an old friend of mine. I didn't know her. He knew such beauty existed and didn't even tell me. Lord. If I was a bit younger, if I was an elf myself. Oh, but elves and... well, do they mate? Oh, sorry, this is really not a question for an old man like me.
No, it is but a sign of a young mind.
No, we spring from the branches of trees, full grown. I jest.
Right, we must have something in common.
You should ask Azagal how he was born. It is a riveting tale.
Oh. Don't tell
Some
me
say he was
it fell
born,
from the
some
sky
say he
like a moon come from another world.
Well, I mean, if it's more of a case of he was forged rather than well, I jest again. We jest with you, old Briar. Your question has tickled us.
If he was forged, he was well forged.
He was well forged, yes. He is a stout dwarf. Well,
I'm sorry, the barn
Yeah,
is all I
thank you
have
for
to
your
offer. There is another guest there as well. You might have to contend with. A quiet man so far, for sure. There's been no trouble, as his peers have promised us he would cause no issue whatsoever. Although he's a bit of a complicated case. The man is a Dunlander, and we were basically blackmailed by his band of brothers to take care of his fever for them. So...
his fever. Is he still suffering from the fever, or is he...
Well, if you ask me, I wish he's not, and he'll be on his way soon, and make no more trouble than that. But you can see for yourself. I'd be glad to... I don't know, maybe you could give that a see. My niece, or is she? My niece, my new niece, Matilda. The young Matilda from Tharbad. She decided to take care of the man, but she's not fit for such a job. He's a scoundrel. We don't want Matilda to be near cutthroats like that.
Well, look, let me ask a question, old Briar, because trouble is hot on our tails, and while we are here, there is danger to you. So what would be, if we stayed in the morning, how early would it be courteous to depart?
Look, you're free to go, my friend. But remember that hope and merriment are rare currency nowadays. Wherever you're going, whatever you're running from, I'd advise you not to ignore the opportunity to have a good old time.
You are wise, thank you.
But if wolves are at your tails and your heels, what can I say? Look at those hedges. Are they not mighty? We've buffered the tide of much trouble. We're not even concerned about the... Honestly, we are a bit concerned, but we could manage them. The Dunlanders. We don't know exactly the numbers, but it's their black magic we're more afraid of. Something is weird with them. Never mind, don't worry about that. Look, you're free to go at any point. There won't be... This is all right.
Do you, by any chance, I realize this is unlikely, sell horses?
You're gonna have to ask the Dunlanders who took them. This was their... how do you call that? When you...
They're blackmail. They're ransom or...
Until the Maldo, the man, is not healed and brought back well, they will not give back. Yeah, guarantee.
Yeah, guarantee.
Yeah. They took the horses in guarantee for Maldo. As a guarantee for Maldo's well-being, and, that's why I'm asking. Are you in need of horses?
we're in need of haste, and horses would help make haste.
Well, we have some great steeds. We love them. But you may love them better than we do. That's all they need. Good masters.
And now they are in the hands of the Dunlandings.
Right now, I'm afraid that's the deal we had to do. Otherwise, those people have their ways to haggle and bargain. They're pretty good at it. I would say they're even expert. They basically don't give you a choice. I don't know what happened in Tharbad, but since they crossed the Horwell River, it seems they're everywhere in Miniriath.
Is it true that Dunlandings are prone to eating the horses?
I hope not. I have heard of the legend, but these are even nastier than you think, my friend. They're prone to eat each other.
Oh dear.
At
Perhaps
least the
we should-
horses are safe.
He cannot just restrain. He just laughs out loud.
Well, if they were to eat each other, I suppose there would be no more problem. But what about this one that is? Perhaps we should in the barn as well. Is it this ill Dunlanding?
Yeah. Go fix that man's problem.
Have you spoken to him, old Briar?
Well, not now. No, not yet. I mean, he's supposed to be in a delirium of sort.
Oh.
Mm.
Well, perhaps you could come with us and we could speak to this
All right.
Dunlanding.
Then let's head over there. And he just stands, cracking, and just heads slowly towards some dwelling behind, a barn behind a couple cottages about 30 meters away.
I slowly approach Torald and whisper to him, stay in the back and keep the bag out, as far out from the Dunlanding as you can.
I can also remain outside when you question the Dunlander. I don't want to leave the bag unattended.
Don't leave
That
it.
would probably be best.
Or maybe I can join the festivities, so I don't look suspicious.
Now the village is more into preparation mode for something to come. They are not only prepping for May Day tomorrow, but for some kind of celebration that's to happen before that. And you see that basically it's not celebration time right now. It's activity. Yeah.
Well, you know what? If I have a bag in my backpack, it looks suspicious. I will join these guys, but I will be a lookout for any prying eyes, and that way the bag is out of sight.
Thorald, before you split off from us, do you need to recover hope?
I need one hope, I think, but
How about the rest of you?
No, we'll do it later.
yeah, I got loads of hope, so we can recover it later on in the session.
But, never wait.
Yeah, that's
never
not
know what's gonna
appropriate
happen.
right now. To tap in the fellowship phase needs the dedicated, bracketed scene, and you're right in the middle of going somewhere to check something odd.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll play lookout, and I'll be the keep an eye on, make sure the bag is out of sight until we can trust this person.
All right.
Okay.
I'll need to. If I'm to help him, we'll need to wait for nightfall, or get him under the cover of some trees.
Mm.
Cool.
But let's try to size things up. The Dunlander.
Yeah, we can heal him, but we will need the horses, so
But not until
we have to actually heal him, not remove all his ailments.
Did you say heal or kill? Because they can sound very similar in a wrong situation.
Well, that's best to clarify.
It depends.
Heal.
I mean,
Just making
One
sure we're
of-
on the same page before you say one thing and then someone else says the other thing, and then
both of them remove all.
heal.
Yeah, both of these remove ailments. One of them removes all ailments.
Exactly.
The one introduces another element, death.
Well, remind me not to ask you for healing, Asbel. You'll help remove all ailments and
The dwarves don't have healers.
Would have
They just
no
have an axe, right? That's it.
voice to complain
Yeah,
Azagal,
that
heal
you had
this
done it
man.
improperly.
Heal this man for good.
Yeah.
The surgeon.
Make sure he never
It's his
summons again.
nickname.
I will.
Yeah, scalpel's too fine an instrument when you have a nice axe.
The two boys
Yeah, guys,
have followed you guys to the barn while playing with their sticks as if they were a couple of blind, old persons, and they just mimic the contrived body of two old men, and with their stick and their eyes closed they just try to follow your direction, and they fall and they recover and they continue their thing. They're so casual, and they're just they're shielded. The way childs are shielded by innocence.
yeah.
A dragon could fly over, and they would look like astonishment, and oh, how beautiful, what a baby, but they would just be shielded. And these two are like that. They're in the middle of everything. They hear stuff, they see stuff. The adults are talking serious matters around them, but they're just on the moon. You approach the barn. The door is half open. Yes?
I think we would also invite Irame and Esgarlan, our other
Ascarnil?
Esgarnil.
Ascarnil. Mm-hmm.
Escarnil.
Ascarnil. Sound, yes.
Say that 5 times in a row.
An Ascarnil. Ascarnil. Askarnil. Ascarnil.
I got it.
I heard the word kill in there. Will Azagal be okay?
A bunch of elves.
Ascar kill.
That's 3 elves, yeah.
Yeah,
3 elves. And Ascarnil is the tallest. He's not. I guess he's not as tall. He's taller than Elrond. Yeah.
No, Elrond is just half elf.
Yeah, just half
a
elf.
little.
That's right.
Azagal, will the stress be too much for you?
What?
Will the stress be too much for you? We might fall into discussing the pattern of the woods and how inside the barn, or the lovely structure of a leaf. Are you sure you can take it?
If I feel that there are not enough elves, I'll split some.
Yeah,
Oh,
Bungo would also enjoy interrupting Urme and Asganel's rapture.
Yeah. They
Too many elves. All
they
you
take
do is play
notice.
half elf, though.
They take
I-
notice. They approach. Oh, there is matter to be taken care of. She looks at you. Are you taking note?
Sorry to interrupt, my lady. Sorry to interrupt, my lady. You seem far
she
from
sees
a...
right through you. She raises an eyebrow. Are you indeed sorry, little one?
There is this Dunlanding. I'm sorry to interrupt your time together.
You're not interrupting anything. I mean, we've been sharing thoughts for a while. We don't need to see each other much to know what is happening. We are close to each other, but life has taken us apart for various reasons. I will tell you everything about it. Won't I, Ascarnil? Yes, my lady. And he says to my lady, the way he takes your voice to say that, as if he was just one of her lovers, just one of her admirers. Sorry, what I meant, as he puts himself in the position of an admirer, just as you are, not of someone that stands in the way, just another one on a part of the la basse-cour, yeah.
Oh, a pleasure to meet you, Ascano. You are so tall. It's hard for me to see you up
Can
there.
you hear me? He just brushes your hair and he kneels down. He looks at you, he grabs you by the upper arms, and he smiles really genuinely at you, I know you. I'm in love too. And there's no shame. She
Bungo
deserves
reddens slightly. Oh, Bungo reddens slightly. Well, a pleasure.
What is the matter,
Come.
Bungo?
We have
What is
business
happening?
with this Dunlanding, this strange Dunlanding. Have you met him already in the barn?
No, but I'm afraid this is... Oh, him. No, I've not met him. Well, I guess it is time. Hervé may... Shall we? And she just nods. And...
He is in need of healing, I believe, and your elvish hands...
You hear suddenly, like... coming from inside. The doors are half opened. Inside the barn, some hay, some chicken, some hens are on the beams upstairs, or a couple in the corners and stuff, and a man. There's room for more people. It's like a 5x5 barn, and a meter, and Matilda is there, and she just took a few steps back as she was startled by the man, his eyes white, revulsed, right? When you have your eyes just the white shows, and rolled back, and he's laying in the in the hay, just tense and writhed like a possessed man, and just now he's panting, and Matilda she sort of like holds her pregnant belly and just pats her forehead, Nescarnil just rushes towards her to hold her up. And the man goes... He's a ginger-haired man, garbed like a Gaelic warrior, you know, Dunlanding style. Sort of like Celtic style. And he's unarmed. He's barefoot. And he has this big belt and belt knuckle and some tattoos, some tribal tattoos as well, Pict style, right? And he's in a trance at this point, and he's mumbling something.
Just a quick question. Trance or delirium? I mean, does he seem to be under some spell or delirium? Okay.
Yeah, delirium. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Fever, you know.
Yeah.
Dream. Awoken. The guy doesn't know if he dream or he's, you know.
No. But Bungo throws some water across his face.
He has this big mustache, ginger mustache, unkempt hair, buttered. He smells of, you know, he smells like a pig. Yurimei looms over him. The throne dies and concern. And then her eyes goes like that, you know. And everyone realizes that what she is peering at. The man has an iron ring set with a black pearl slit in half. I'm here.
By the Forge Fathers, I put my glove on and grab his hand. To actually not touch the ring when I remove it from his hand.
Of course. There is a moment of suspension as you do that, and you remove the ring. It's in your hand. The man just collapses for a moment, continues on. The black boat is heading off. They will land. The land of gold is taken. They will take it all. The land of gold is theirs. They're coming. The black boat.
I'll step aside and chat with Azaghal. Azaghal, what are the chances that you could forge a duplicate of these and then destroy this one?
I'll go and do the same.
So he has his ring, but it's not cursed.
I don't think, probably the connection was not made for a brain like his, and he went mad. There's a legend of the 7 stones that caused some of that to ancient kings of men. So I don't think it's related. I think we should destroy it. But this has been here for... I look at Matilda. How long has he been here?
He arrived this morning.
Okay, then it's time.
What is
we
this?
definitely need to burn it.
What is this ring? What about it?
I think someone tried to possess him, to control him from afar,
Old Briar,
and it drove him mad.
Old Briar thrones. Sorceress. This is all they do. This is what drives them. This is not a war they wage upon the world. This is blind madness. This people is lost. They used to have tradition. They used to know their name. Now something else is using them like puppets.
I'm sorry to ask, Old Briar, but can we use your forge?
Oh,
We need to destroy this ring.
Of course. Well, you may ask the smith himself. That would help. Gildemore is the man.
Can we tell him that we have your permission,
Of
your
course.
blessing to destroy the ring?
Of course, go ahead. You tell him that. He will be happy to help.
I turn to the 3 elves. Can you try to heal him and help him?
Yes.
It's not his fault. So I will go and
If
talk
we
to the
make
smith to destroy this.
If we make a substitute ring, then maybe his friends may think we've robbed him.
I don't think they know what caused it.
But they may notice the ring is missing. But as you wish, it is your call. In any case, I don't have the skill to make one myself. If we can get him under some trees, I can draw on the strength of the trees and heal him.
I head out to meet the smith.
I assume you walk past me as I'm standing outside. And I'll just say, I guess I've been listening in a bit, and I'll just say, another ring.
Yep. I'm not opening my hand.
I'll join Azagal to get the smith, just so he's not alone, in case anything goes wrong.
You meet with so in the meantime, you two are ahead off to find Gildemore. He will be at the forge at this time, I think, with his son Grandier, and the two of them will be busy doing smith work. Meanwhile, the others have stayed near this man, Maldo, the Dunlander. Are we saying Dunlanding or Dunlander? What's the convention here?
Dunlanding.
Dunlanding.
Dunlanding should be.
Dunlanding, yeah.
He's now in the middle of a fever, but the delirium has receded. By the way, a tree is not a forest, huh? Am I confused here, or Galdir?
Right, it would need to be a group of trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
So
an
we can't use
an orchard is not a forest either. No, we don't have a forest here until the Brandywine River, until the old forest proper. Or there'll probably be a couple of thickets here and there on the road that would account for a forest. But here inside
western parts
the
of
enclave,
Buckland.
no.
Yep.
Well, we'll have to tend him until nightfall then, if I'm to be of assistance.
Okay. You want your automatic, yeah? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for the sake of these people and for the sake of mostly for the sake of these people, but also for the sake of horses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The thing is, your glove just vibrates as if you were on a cart, you know, going from Erebor through the bridge to Dale, and that glove is it's just vibrating, just buzzing, and that thing is like an insect in your clenched fist.
I'll need a new glove after this.
You enter the forge. The father and son are busy. Kildemore is 78 years old, 80 years old. Dunedain, hard at work. He's massive. This man is massive. I think he's strength 8, if that's even a thing. Mechanically in the game, he would be a force of nature. And he handles the hammer, you know. The horseshoes, they go like buns, like
Yeah.
next. And Grandier looks at you like he's like, oh, Dad, welcome, sir. He goes, you know, himself is 30 years old, you know, but it's like in his young 20s, you know, and he pretends he doesn't know you.
I completely ignore him and go towards the master of the forge.
Mm-hmm.
Forge in the forge!
What's this? He stops working. He looks
Master
at you.
Smith.
Yeah, with a frank and welcoming smile, and offers. He takes off his glove and offers a handshake.
I'm sorry I cannot take your hand at this moment. I will, as long as I explain. I'm sent here by Oldbriar himself. We need to use your forge to destroy an object that's very dangerous.
I love that. I love the sound of that. Let's do this now. Is it going to explode in our face now?
If it's going to explode, it will probably be related to burning red beards. So, can we heat up the forge? We need to have it as high as we can, as hot as we can.
Hear that, Grandier? Hit it up. Let's go. And
Thank you, Master Smith. You're very accommodating to our urgent request.
Anything
But,
my dad
the dwarf
asks for.
does not lie.
Let's go. Go. Hup. Well, the forge is good. Yeah. The furnace is just, it's going. It's just as hot as you needed to be, just like previous.
Yeah. And now let me show you something that hasn't been seen in these parts since the fall of Belegost.
We're not making horses.
I actually slam my hand into the fire and open it to squash the ring over the coals.
You put your hand in the furnace?
Yep.
Gloved hand.
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
This is the ancient fire of Belegost.
Oh, nice.
I
Yes.
say that.
Yes. Okay, let's go. It's totally on theme. Like everyone just goes. They don't even react as if like they're like, this is just so unreal what you just, the move. And there's this moment, this back and forth, and it lasts for a bit too long, and they're like kind of like they just realize what you have just done and are in the middle of doing, as there is this fume. Your glove is about to be consumed by the ember, right? The furnace. Yeah. And you roll now. I'd like you to roll wisdom against 3 points of shadow. Wisdom.
And I'm going to use hope.
Yeah, so don't forget to use hope, as you told me.
Ah!
Ooh!
So close.
Ooh, that was huge.
Oh.
Uh-huh. So now, where is it? Now that yeah. That's 3 points of shadow coming in. 10 eye awareness out of. Now we're not in Darkland anymore. I need to fix my. I think it's 16 in the Wildlands.
Adi, do you know that you're worse than any of the 3 of us who run Call of Cthulhu scenarios in our group?
What? What do you mean?
The loss of sanity and the corruption of dealing with the things. This is not a Call of Cthulhu game. This is the One Ring.
Yeah, but there's a mechanic.
I know you sometimes seem to be confused about that. I just thought I would point it out to you.
But I thought, wait, this is not the what is it? The return of Nyarlathotep? What is?
No, done that. Been there, played that one.
The Midnight Express, the Great Orient Express campaign.
I was going to say,
new masters from the outer worlds.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Nyarlathotep is a cream puff compared to you as a game master. Just a comment.
I trip over a rock. Addy says, "That's 400 eye awareness points. Sauron has found you."
You guys, don't tease me. I'm trying to make something out of this game. They designed something no one had never seen anyone pass the first degree of the path, and we have to go. This campaign is going to be borderline.
We did not put enough poison in his water earlier, so next session we have to add more poison. So when he chokes, it really does the job.
Yes.
Only Boromir's succumbed out of the ring party. Just saying, and you seem to want all of us to succumb.
I see. So you want more? That's what you want. In fact, I see. That's how you should just.
Yeah, we want.
Why make it so complicated? Just ask.
Dude, I need to remind you what this means, Eddie.
Yeah.
I was like, if you guys don't want it so hard, just stop rolling so bad. It's not my fault.
Precisely. I mean, just get better dice.
Yeah.
Get better dice. They're electronic dice.
He has comic dice enabled. He's like,
the fun thing is, I know the developer of the app, right? So I could just have asked him to
insider trading.
To skew the dice a bit.
Can you just weigh their dice very ever so slightly? 55 to 45% in my favor.
And the most important thing is the Eye of Sauron is always down.
So we have an Azagal with...
I just added my points of shadow to 3. I was at 0.
Okay.
Now you're just gloating.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's nice. We're getting somewhere. That voice. It's awfully feminine. It says to you, I see you.
And I hear you.
You are inconsequential to the great scheme of things. You will not last. Oh, yes. I know what you are up to. And I have...
Really? Send more rings. These are way too easy to be destroyed.
No, you don't now.
There is a headache that invades your left the left part of your skull and just goes down into one tooth, and one of your tooth breaks. See you. And the voice is gone. And the fumes coming off are that the glove, you remove your hand, the glove is wasted in the embers, and there's a similar cloud of there's a bang and a cloud of white spiritual matter just dissolving itself in the air. And Gildemore and Grandier just stand their ground. They see this thing, they're expecting something weird to come about, and just look at it like, yeah, ready to, I don't know, curse it or whatever, or just wrestle with it. But that thing just dissolves, and there's just the smell of sulfur and ash, something like that, and your mouth bleeds.
I twitch my jaw to unlodge the broken tooth and spit it out in the forge.
Sorry, Alex, I had just to finish that one. I interrupted you.
No, I was going to say, does the? I mean, I'm probably going to bite myself in various parts of my body here, but does the dragonhead react to the extreme heat and the focus of the eye on this location?
Nothing special.
Okay. I will. It maybe from my point of view, it looks like Azagal holds the ring, his hand in the fire for longer than maybe is reasonable, and I will try and maybe grab him away from, or help pull his hand away from the fire.
Mm-hmm.
It's like trying to move a stone.
Yeah, it's probably not happening, but I'm trying nonetheless.
Yeah, I move my hand away once the ring is destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Azagal, what are you doing?
I know who's been talking to these people. I say and wipe the blood out of my chin.
I'll get some. I don't know if we have tissues, but maybe there's some towels around the forge that I'll grab one and I'll hand one to you to You must tell me later what you
Just
mean.
find the handkerchief from one of the hobbits. There should have at least some.
I think Bungo's gotten through all his handkerchiefs on the journey so far, but yes, maybe we can ask for more. And I will turn to the two forge masters and say, thank you. I think unless the Master Azagal has anything else to do, we hand the forge back to you.
Yeah, now it's been blessed by dwarven blood. Literally. And bone.
You can now
These
shake hand.
The horseshoes should now give a plus 10% speed bonus to all horses.
But only on short distances.
And only when sprinting. Addy, is there a any mechanic in the book around having a weapon reforged by what looks like to be a very capable smith? You know, so if I have a short sword, or we have long swords in our party, or axes, and they were to be, I don't know, sharpened, reheated, whatever. Is there any kind of mechanical bonus that comes with that, or is that's
It's a
off the
reward.
book? The reward, okay.
It's a narrative explanation for a reward. That's what it is. So you buy that. Otherwise, the game doesn't provide anything like that. There isn't anything. There's no min-maxing as such, like, you know, kind of like, you know, like
Yeah, like a +1 sword, or like
Nah.
a, you know, anything like that. No. Okay.
The only thing actually that's close to that is the other dwarven trait, which is crafting an artifact, but it's not reforging; it's creating a new one every
Okay.
year.
So any kind of, hey, can you you know? So my thought is purely a narrative thing, not a.
But if you don't spend the adventure points on a point of valor to get an extra reward, then no. The game is geared towards making a story out of everything. That if it's not a good story, it doesn't. It's not part of the story. It's not part of the game. You know, sort of.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I will say we leave you. Thank you again, and don't spend too much time in the forge. There's well, tomorrow's a big day. I'm sure you're very busy, but I hope you will enjoy the festivities.
I will see you tonight for the funerals.
Funerals. I turn around and look at them.
I say I was funerals.
Oh, he has not told you. Huh. Old Briar. Typical. My mother died 2 days ago. Old Briar's Luindis. She passed away in the orchard. Tending trees. Well, and tonight we are going to cremate her. We'd rather do that before the celebrations. We should have done that already, but he couldn't let go.
Andy, who is saying this? The son or the father?
The son, Gildemar.
The son. Okay, so his mother, Gildemar, and then his dad's partner, or I assume wife.
Yeah, the wife of Old Briar. The wife of Old Briar died 2 days ago.
Okay. His grandmother, I think.
The grandmother of Grandia.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll go to the to both of them and I will say, I am my deepest condolences for your loss. We were not made aware. I lost my mother to dragonfire. Well, when I was but a babe in the fires of Lake Town.
Dragon.
I would love to be there at the cremation of your mother, grandmother.
Of course, you're welcome. There is no right or wrong way to lose a mother. It's all part of the journey. When it hits, it hurts. But tomorrow is May Day. And then summer is coming. And harvest.
She'd want to see you. She'd want to see you happy. She'd want to see you. Well, moving on. It's tough, I know. But, yeah. Well, you're busy. I don't mean to disturb. I will be there if I am welcome.
See you tonight. Meanwhile, at the
and
barn,
I will kind of squeeze both their shoulders. Just kind of give a gentle squeeze of their shoulders, and in a solemn, like, I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do, and kind of leave.
Captain Thorald. Meanwhile, at the barn, the man has settled down and went into a more like of a kind of nap. And Bungo, Galdir, Ascarnil, Hirime, you're there, still with old Briar, and Matilda. Matilda, she has belly pains, and she says, "Excuse me." Yeah. She exits. She just steps away, complaining. And possibly Irime will exit with her.
Is this morning sickness, or is she genuinely sick?
Yeah, it is possibly pregnant woman stuff. I think Irime will exit, will follow her, just to give her support. So you're left with the three of you, with Ascarnil, two elves and a hobbit, and that man who is now sort of like lullabying for himself, like.
Well, what is this boat you speak of? Dunlanding.
He wakes up. Huh? Who are you?
We are your healers. We are helping you. You have been in a dark place, friend. You spoke of a boat.
The boat. Yes, it is real. The black boat. It is on the way. It sails. It never stops, never will.
And
this wasn't a dream. This was a vision. She sent me.
Who is she? Who is she that sent you?
The dark beauty of the south. The lady of the dark boat and her crew. Oh, yes. We will ride with them Their waves is ours. We serve the power.
I see. This dark lady came to you and your Dunlanding friends?
Oh,
Your friends?
she came only to me. Well, I suppose to lead now. I will take over. Eater of ghosts can go to hell. I'm getting rid of her. She's our chieftain now. Not for long anymore. Oh, Sapton came for me. She showed me. I've been chosen.
I see, and I look back up into my elvish friends. This lady, and now you have come here. Why have you come here? To this place?
No, I was brought here. I didn't ask for it. Maybe the vision were
They
too
brought you
strong.
here.
They did indeed. My friends didn't want to see. We didn't want our chieftain, eater of ghosts, to see me so weak. They were scared she would eat me. For that's what she does to the weak. That's how she gets her power. But they brought me here in secret, you see.
See. I see.
No, what deal have
What
they
does
cut?
she seek?
What does she seek?
What does she seek, this lady?
What's hers? Retribution, play, amusement, freedom, liberty, experience, knowledge, contact.
Oh, rest. We will heal you. You are troubled.
Can you be back, you mean? Can you be back yet in that scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you two
Basically, when he says-
make it back.
I'm gonna wait outside per the original plan.
Yeah. Okay. Basically, when I enter the moment he says that we'll heal you, and I literally ask, "Can I?"
Heal or kill.
What deal have they cut for me? How am I here? What are the conditions?
Okay, Matilda is out. Oldbriar is still here, so he can tell the story.
Oh, there was old
Okay.
Brian that was...
They
yeah.
told us.
Yeah.
No. Wait a second. I say, they said that we were to take you to where they would be. They would not tell us because they said that when you came to your right mind, you would be able to guide us properly.
Guide us to where?
To
Our
where they will be waiting.
to their place. My clan's place. What a weird deal. Have they taken no guarantee? How is my life
Oh,
secured here?
they did take a guarantee. They did take a guarantee of horses.
I prefer that, my brothers. That's how we do things. Look, I don't want to be more trouble than that. All I want is be the chief of my clan. I'm in no trouble. I can't even protect that place after I'm done with her. After I'm done with Eater of Ghosts. I can even do my best to try and get her out of your way if she's out of control. Even if she kills me, I can prepare a couple brothers to step in her way. Sow dissent in the clan. Trust me.
That would be great.
I knew you'd like that. Are you in need of horses? Where are you headed yourself?
We are, and I would buy from you the best skin that you have, animal skin. I need leather. Animal hides, actually.
I hope you don't mind the planted leather, right? Pouched leather. We've plenty of it. The horde is rich. We went far. We took much on the way. No river can stop us.
I don't. I need a new glove after all.
Your kind is troubling. I fear dwarves. You are a scary kind.
That we are. But you have my word, I will not kill you. Unless you attack me.
I see.
Or our friends.
You know, many ghosts, dwarven ghosts, hailing down from the Misty Mountains. Yes. Our lands. You spoiled. Your kind. The troubled one. In your fabled city, Moya, is a pit of death now. Many of you are still trapped there for eternity. You speak with the assurance. The young dwarves, impetuous. You've probably not met as many ghosts of your kind as I did. But I believe your word.
I would say that the city where my people come from, not the tiny one that the House of Durin built under the Grey Mountains, but the great city of Belegost is sadly filled with definitely more ghosts than Moria.
Never heard.
Sorry, Khazad-dûm.
Never heard. All we need is the prize of the Grey Heaven. This we will take. The mountain's no good. You can keep them. The cities is what we're after. Little settlements are nice, amusing. Grey Heaven, though. This is next level.
Out of character, I'm doing a bit of thinking. I mean, I would love to kill this guy, but if we kill him, then this place gets attacked.
Yep.
We can set him loose. There's no guarantee that those horses make it back in the exchange.
We're having this conversation out of earshot, obviously.
But this is out of character. This is out of character. This is just
Let's do it in character.
Well, you got to come outside. Maybe someone keeps guard and
Yeah, I'll come
the
outside.
rest come outside.
Bungo, do you want to be part of the conversation, or do you want to be the guard?
Bungo turns away from this. He feels sickened by this man, and
Maybe Lady
looks towards looks towards the elves and leaves the barn.
As Karnir says, I'll keep an eye. Discuss this between yourselves. And you, don't get too proud and too cocky like that. Shut up for a while, go back to sleep, he says. Put him back in place. And it works. It works. The guy becomes a thing again. You step out of the barn.
I'm sorry, Owen, I was talking over you as you were saying the exact thing I wanted to say. So, but
Okay, no worries. Yeah, no.
I guess
So Azagal has come out as well. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Lady Ereme, I assume as well.
Yeah, and old Briar, he just lives, goes away. He lives.
Well, old Briar, you were part of that conversation. We need your opinion too.
My
You're
worry.
responsible for your folk. How many Dunlanders are in this, or Dunlandings are in this group?
This group, they came three of them. And they took our 3 horses.
Well, why don't we
He
try
said a horde.
3 we can deal with?
Yeah, he said a horde, but he said that only 3 of them are in on his plan against their tribemen, against their chieftain. The horde, we don't know how many? I don't know. Usually they go about 50 to 100 to 150 of them.
Our priority should be to the safety of this haven. If now there are 2 factions of Dunlandings, if you are seen helping the other will come down on you hard.
Precisely.
We can deal with 3 Dunlandings. Sorry, Bungo, please go ahead.
Oh, remind me, old Briar. You gave them horses for what? What did they give you?
Well, that's the assurance they wanted. As they dropped their companion here, they wanted to make sure that we could take good care of him. So they took the horses in guarantee.
I assume it was a forced bargain, Bungo, and that they would take the horses to force this community to heal.
The intimidation was serious. I mean, the threat was basically this, or annihilation.
Maybe, Bungo, sorry, you go ahead. Maybe we have the same question.
Oh, no, not a question. I feel that they could have healed this Dunlanding themselves. It was not to heal him that they brought him here. They placed this ring amongst this haven. Was their purpose, you think?
This is a horrible thought.
It's possible that,
and it makes sense.
That wearing the ring just made him sick. And they didn't understand the cause of the sickness.
But maybe I have a question on top is... Old Briar, sorry, you stated your walls are tall and thick. How did they get access? If your gates were shut, you could be deaf to their complaints. Did someone let them in?
No. We open our doors. We have to talk. If we did not allow this compromise to happen, maybe Whitethorn would be no more already.
My friends, my friends, we are seeing the same thing as we saw at the angle. The Dunedain, the ring was placed among them, the evil ring, and here it is again. They place these rings in these havens. It is not the people that matter, it is these rings. And perhaps we are part of the purpose.
Bungo, you mentioned, well, if what you're saying is this is across Middle Earth, it seems no haven, no wilderness is untouched. It's,
Well,
I mean, what you
know.
say maybe it's true, but it's.
I'm
Well,
not sure
we
about the havens.
We know of these rings, at least, and we can see that they have been placed, and they have been placed in our pathway. Perhaps.
Yeah, you're all right. Perhaps. Well, let us think. This morning, this person arrived. Ah, I see our mistake. We carried the cursed ring here. It was clearly still listening.
Indeed.
It knew we would be here, and his arrival is but not a coincidence. The very morning of the day we arrive, he's placed in the care of his haven. I think Bungo, I think you are right. This is no mere coincidence. This is no mere attempt to heal a Dunedain, but simply a pawn in a greater scheme.
Dunlanding.
Yes, the one Dunlanding in our...
But
Well...
he's...
Well,
Wait. He's opposed to her.
He fears her. He is a pawn. These Dunlandings are a pawn in this lady's, this evil of the
She
south.
doesn't like...
He mentioned
boat.
two she, yeah? He mentioned two she.
Yeah.
He mentioned
Yeah.
Usapton by name, and he mentioned Eater of Ghosts by name. Usapton is that greater she, and Eater of Ghosts is that she that is the current chieftain of his clan.
Yeah.
well,
He praises Usapton, and he wants to desist Eater of Ghosts.
before we leave here, the priority has to be the safety of this haven, or we cannot jeopardize its safety.
We have already brought the rings are here. They have been here. At least with this forge, we have destroyed them.
Yes, and
these things have been.
I'm pretty sure they'll be aware of our awareness of this.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
I have a thought.
Definitely. I made sure of
We are
that.
our
Yeah,
leaving this place. Our leaving this.
Usapton will have a clue that we're here. The chieftainess will not yet know that we're here. Here's my thought. If these three were acting on their own and they took the horses,
They're
they
not.
could not take them back to the... Listen, what do you mean? They are. He said that they acted on their own to save him against the wishes of his chieftainess. So these three acted on their own. They cannot take the ransom horses back, because if they do, that is proof that they've been up to something. So they have to hold up somewhere else. So I propose
But you're assuming
tonight,
that Ethernet is not part of it, and he's not lying.
Assuming he's not lying, that's
not.
logical.
That's logical enough, but he may not be well enough to lie well.
Yep. I agree.
Well,
we can actually
someone
go
make
and
an
get the
insight
horses
roll.
and-
I don't know. Let's roll. Let's help you a bit with some dice. Best insight.
That would be me.
Best
We'll
insight.
be
Yeah.
here all night.
That would be me, and I'm definitely trying not to light my pipe with my hand.
Use some hope,
Okay.
Azaghal. Use some hope. Use some hope.
So +2 for the pipe, +1 for the the hope. Do you have a distinctive or something?
No?
Can we aid as well?
No, that's +2 and 1 for hope, so that's 3 + 3. I think we should be okay. And
Oh.
Look at
Wow.
those sixes.
All right.
Four,
Good roll,
six.
baby.
Yeah, you could see you see that man Maldo, right, was drilled by her voice, right? You could empathy, you could just feel and the vibe from his voice, his gaze, the missing teeth as well. They were like, it's obvious that he was made a puppet of her. And so that you are 100% you're certain that he spoke plain truth from beginning to end.
Oh, okay. I had the opposite impression.
He's looking
but okay.
to he's looking for both to serve her agenda and his own. He wants to get rid of that Eater of Ghosts chieftainess, which he thinks is a threat to both agendas, and he's going to do just that. And if Galdir's deduction are correct, indeed, the three that left with the horses should be bivouacking somewhere on their own.
yeah.
So I propose we track them, and I will find out if they are alone. Then we fall upon them and kill them, and
Why?
then we kill him because he is working against our causes, and they all.
Well, I think-
disappear. We have horses, their horses. We leave these folks' horses here, and we leave immediately. And we
Wait,
burn the
there's-
bodies.
there's the
Because
other
he is working toward this witches, this Usepton's goals, which are against everything we stand.
Out there, there's the other element, which the ring was placed here, which we assume, and again, we're making assumptions for a reason, to listen in. It knew our arrival was impending. Now, it knows a ring is destroyed. This lady has a means of communicating to its minions, to the pawns. They are unlikely to remain where they are.
I don't expect them to
Also,
remain where they are, but we will be gone. And these people, we will be held responsible, not these people.
Yes, but once the other Dunlandings realize that their people are missing and the remains, the tracks lead here,
They won't
Well,
leave here.
He also promised that he would take her attention, take Eater of Ghosts' attention away from the Whitethorn, right? That he said that Eater of Ghosts is looking to reave the whole of Eriador.
okay. So we can assume, we can make that assumption with an extraordinary success insight. So he was telling the whole truth, and there's no.
Yeah.
Okay. There's
It's a 37. I mean, I'm telling you everything that is in my notes
No,
here.
it's
like really.
Okay.
Like what
Okay.
what do you want more? Ask me
So
anything.
the old Briar, what I want more is old Briar to weigh in.
I don't trust
This
anyone
affect
anymore.
his people. we need to know where Old Briar weighs in. Is he okay with our going after these people and taking them
Wait.
out?
Why are we going? Really? I mean, I understand. Basically,
several-
if we kill them,
They're after us.
Whitethorn is dead. Basically, because the horde will come this way.
Yes, they're after us. We lead them away.
If we kill these three, the horde will destroy this place.
This is I agree with Azagar. We lead it. We move on. They will maybe catch up or not. But if we are seen to have there's tracking evidence of us performing retribution amongst these three, Dunlandings, then the horde might and could fall upon this place.
I think it will, no matter what we do.
Yes,
So
let
If
us
we kill them.
let us-
I mean,
let us presume that the first ring that we brought here and destroyed, that they saw our movements here. We should leave. We should leave now and go on our way.
Well, I think
Potentially
the point
possible.
is, Bungo, which I'm realizing after you just mentioned that, is the horde or the minions, the wargs that follow us, that maybe are tracking us through these rings, or whoever is following us in these rings, their forces will fall upon here regardless of us being here or not. This is the last
Indeed,
place they're tracking us to.
Indeed, it is
So
not our
we-
concern. It is not our concern. Our concern is to go west with Lady Urme. Already they seem to threaten the Grey Havens. We should make haste there with our
should we not-
with our burden,
should we-
with our burden, which is more important than what is here.
Should we not at least warn them?
Of course, we will warn.
Old
them.
Briar is right here
And-
with us right now. He's
Yes.
part of this conversation.
I
Yeah.
know, but it's
Of
about
course, we will warn them, and they will arm themselves and defend themselves as they would if we had never come.
Precisely, he goes. And we have friends. Mighty friends we may call upon. There is a threat, but it is not existential. They will retreat before long. When they understand they are in a trap, I believe we have the upper hand.
Indeed,
You,
indeed. These Dunedain are noble people. Excuse me, Old Briar.
You're okay, young Hobbit. Your quests seem
Yep.
terrible enough for you to be concerned in such a way. In your wake. Tragedy happens, and it seems that you're being tracked by agents of the enemy. There is no
Oh,
way
Briar,
around this.
If I may interject, you have a place of peace and love, filled with youth, filled with new life and life to be. And you're going to have to excuse my crassness, but you're on at the end of your life. Your sacrifice is not the same as the sacrifice as everyone else in here. Give the chance for those who have yet to live their lives
You are troubled,
to leave.
young man.
Around.
The burden you
Surround-
carry
surround-
is troubling your mind. You see blur,
Yes, Thora.
and you are lost inside. I can see it. So, Al, my friend, you should not trust yourself, but your friends. Let yourself be carried if the load you carry yourself is too much for you. Like I said, hope is the only answer, and the everyday little deeds we can do to make
And
the
you would
world
sacrifice
stand.
yourself? You would sacrifice the newborn babe?
Like I said,
Thorald,
you do not see. You are blind.
Thorald, you are a warrior and our leader, and we have brought danger here, but danger has also come through these Dunlandings from another direction. Danger has come here. We have at least destroyed these rings, these ways of tracking us. Now we must go. These Dunedain, Old Briar, they will defend themselves against these Dunlandings. They are noble warriors, and they have friends they can call. Our cares are in the west. We must take our burden. We cannot solve everything.
If there will be a fight, you're welcome to stay.
Oh, I'm not a fighter, but as a Gal and Galdir and Thorald, they are warriors, but I think we should leave. We have a burden to take.
This is not an invitation, though.
I don't know what to do.
Leave your worries.
I know our journey.
Leave your worries in the wind. You
cannot condemn.
If you stay a couple days more,
people to their death.
You might understand. But I don't want. I really do not want to stand in your way.
I think we should. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No. You wanted to ask before me.
No. Say your piece.
My piece would be, I think we should stay and rest a bit. I'm not sure what will happen, because the next place where we will be able to have a safe space would be with the excellent hospitality of the hobbits. But between here and there, I doubt that we will know peace.
You forget that I am against taking our burden into the Shire, this danger into the Shire. I have no wish to go there with our burden. In my opinion, we should have a merry night here and give these noble Dunedain our counsel. Listen to what can be done, but I think we should leave, and at least those who follow us will not come here. Let us go by the fire. Let us go by the fire and
Lady Ereme, please.
She left.
I need.
She wasn't here. She was with Matilda, the pregnant.
She left?
Yeah, she went to to some cottage where Matilda lives.
My friends. I would say my friends. You're right. I must trust on your wisdom.
If
I will. Even though my desire is to prevent or save the lives of the people here, I rely on you all, and you are correct. You are correct. Well, our journey is bigger than all of this.
Well, there is no harm in us. There is no harm in us taking some counsel in this night to hear what they have, what plans they have to defend themselves. But I feel if we leave, then a lot of the danger that is aimed at this place will leave with us. So they will face what they were going to face.
You're right,
Anyway.
Bungo. But what do we do with the man in the barn?
He will go back out.
Does he live?
We have,
Says old Briar.
we have
We will get our
indeed,
horses
and
back.
we-
He will go back out. He will take the head of their leaders, and he will lead them away. And all will be ground. And tomorrow we'll have May Day.
And Azaghal has destroyed their what matters, what they can see.
That we know of.
Unless there is somebody else with a ring. Yeah.
The horses will definitely have implements on them.
There
No.
will be more of these rings, I have no doubt.
Then
When we get
let,
to when we get to the Sanford and into the Shire, will more rings await us? When does
No.
it end? When does it end?
Well,
in Grey Havens. As Bungo said,
What-
we're not going in the Shire, we're going to the Far Downs.
we have learned indeed not to carry these rings.
They've overheard our conversations on the journeys so far.
Let us understand. Let us.
I'm sorry.
They know our purpose. They know our purpose, and they have followed us. Those wolves and wargs of the north, these Dunlandings from the south. There are many forces at play, but our purpose is to destroy our burden. We must go.
My friends, I apologize. I despair. I despair. The weight of our journey, contrasting to the joy of the people here, it is a lot. I
Don't
follow
despair,
you.
my friend.
I follow you. I trust in
Come,
you.
let us go by the fire and drink a little and enjoy our moments here.
Yeah.
These people, they have good spirits. Let us enjoy.
You know,
Ascarnin
that lemonade
The morning.
tasted very good.
Ascarnil lifts
Indeed.
the barn. You guys, he says that the man is asleep. Briar brings you back to the main hall. Ascarnil confirmed that the man has fallen dead asleep from exhaustion, from all those all that experience. The way old Briar is handling that is, I don't know, disconcerting for some, exemplary for others. Surely, you don't know if he understands what he's, or if he knows what he's talking about. But he shows no sign of a worry. Although you see him during the rest of the day until dusk arrives, you see him lending a couple whispers to his sons here and there, and you see them heading off. One of them even leaves the Whitethorn estate. And the others go and check the hedge. And you see Randir as well is detached to keep an eye on Maldo, the Dunlanding, who is brought finally as part of the crew. The whole assembly has gathered. And the celebrations, the funerals for Luindis, old Briar's wife, will take place in the coming hour. Now, you guys have decided to stay until morning, right?
At least until morning, yes.
I would like to attend this funeral, so I would
Yeah.
at least until the funeral, but until the I think at this point we leave earliest in the morning.
Fine.
Yeah. Most probably the next morning.
A big pyre has been constructed. A bed of wood and logs has been assembled. The edge, be like, let's say, I would say 15 meters from the hedges, the hedge itself, and the closest enclave or field. It's on the outskirts, right? Inside the enclave. And the body of an old woman is brought there and laid down on that bed of wood and logs. And there are everyone is communing with the moment. Is doing there's a ceremony. There will be songs, dirges and litanies, and they will say words and send her away. Old Briar himself will put the pyre on fire. And everyone will just stay there for long hours, looking at her go. And slowly the atmosphere will sort of like ease, and people will begin around midnight, like 3-4 hours in after the beginning of everything, when she's definitely become a pile of embers, people will ease and begin to share stories about the past of that lady of Luindis.
Addy, if possible, I would like to. I imagine I'm still, the egg in the bag is still near me, or either it's on my back or it's on the floor of my feet or something. It's always with my person. When people disperse, and now it's just the ashes and the last embers, and I assume everyone is gone.
Not
so
yet.
I'm the only one left.
Not yet.
Not yet.
No, I've just mentioned that now the atmosphere eases a couple of hours later, and they will begin tell stories about the past of Luindis. So that's where we are now.
Okay. Well, when I'm the last person left, I would like to do.
Okay. Yeah. And there is her sons, who go and just say words, say good words about their mothers. And their sons, they're 100 years old, 78 years old, 66 years old. They've seen stuff, but at some point, it's Tomar, the new father, the father of the day. Right? It wasn't his first baby either. Yeah, he had 2 sons and 2 girls already with Mishka. So it's his third daughter today. and he says about his mother that he remember how once she walked 10 miles, and everybody is there's alcohol already, in the circle. People are, it becomes this tender. People have shedded, yeah. We're past the shedding now, and it's warmer, and people are drinking. And he says that he remember how she walked 10 miles. The summer of that draft, that draft. It was just, there was no water anywhere. We were dying of thirst. I was so young. She walked those 10 miles alone. And, well, that's how she told the story. Was it you, old Briar? Were you spying on her? No. She, that's her invention. I don't think that ever happened. Well, anyway, the story goes, continues Tormar, like she went bathing naked in the pond. And that pond over there, and he points, 10 miles further south, And she was surprised that she was bathing in that pond by 2 white herons who landed beside her, completely unbothered by her presence. And strangely, they laid their eggs in the pond and flew off, abandoning their progeny. So following this, she took the eggs with her on the walk home. Ever since, white herons have returned each year to Whitethorn, migrating with the seasons. They favor the little pond Windis later made for them near the orchard. Even migratory ducks visit it now. Mom, you'll be missed. Good Windis. The white herons will always remind us of her. Then Ascarnil goes in and starts to sing more loftier, more airy dirge, something sad but kind of rational, I don't know how to say. And he hits a chord like on his harp, and she goes, Irime is struck, and she says, "Oh, this is a sad song, but this chord reminds me about Damron. Are you sure this is appropriate, Ascarnil?" And Ascarnil responds, "Oh, do you remember, Irime? Would you like to tell the story?" And she goes, "Ascarnil, I do remember. I was there. But go ahead, please tell us. You tell us the story of Damron, the bard of Doria, the voice of the Green Age." "Well, then I will. Shall I, old Briar? Another story of elves? Will you mind?" Old Briar goes, "Now, this is a perfect time. Stories of old. She will like it. She always liked stories of elves. Tell it once more." Ascarnil goes on. "In the days before the deluge that engulfed Beleriand, within the hidden kingdom of Doriath, under Thingol's rule, there lived a grey elf bard named Damron. His tongue and manner surpassed even those of the fairest elves and the most melodious birds His memory was a vast cavern filled with treasures. His eye for beauty a snare of endless bliss. Wherever he went, and he goes, at the whim of inspiration, he would scatter tales of wonder, woven into enchanted lays and rhymes. But Damron's heart was stolen by a beauty unmatched then, and forever after. No lady before or since would rival the light that shone from her form and her spirit. In love, Damron composed the most enchanted poems and sang them to her as she grew, destined to become the star she was always meant to be. A legend who would turn not just Damron's heart, but the hearts of many. Yet only Beren, son of Berendir? What was Beren's father? I think it's Berendir or something like that. And he mentions the name of Beren. Then only Beren would come to share the secret chamber of her love. Barahir.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
And gentleman as he was...
No.
Yeah, Barahir. Gentleman as he was, Damron swallowed his sorrow. She was not only meant for another, but for a life of high adventure, beyond the safe bounds of Melian's girdle. Damron endured, pouring his grief into his heart. He survived the deluge, and wandered west, settling in what would later become Eriador, after the fall of Numenor. For many ages Damron welcomed both young and old to his hearth, or to the quiet banks of a pond near his remote cottage. Yet it is said his spirit could never fully part from the memories of what once was. And some claim that in time, unable to bear the weight of longing, he cast himself from the cliff above that same pond, where his spirit lingers still. That's unreal, that's untrue, he didn't do that. But he did. This is sad. Indeed it is. But sadness isn't bad. Denial is. Damron never denied. Still his heart was broken. But his songs remain his story. And if not for him, so many stories would be lost. And it would be the kind of never-ending evening where people go on and, they're fighting to not fall asleep, and someone has yet another story. Someone puts on, and they start to feed the fire, and it kind of goes on till 4 a.m. Till finally, the thing really just finally, ends at some point. People fall asleep on the spot or leave back to their cots and somewhere, Old Briar, he falls asleep on the spot with a couple of kids, some bring them some, fleeces and stuff, so he keeps warm. What are you guys doing? How do you end the night?
Well, Bungo at some stage would bring forth a little of his old vineyards from his pack and toast Tomar and his new child, and offer a little to old Briar, and lament the passing of his wife, but the beginnings of new life, and just enjoy the evening, play music, and enjoy the hobbits' company. And one question I might have is maybe Azagal's extraordinary insight. Can we get a feeling that these people would be safe, that they will be able to call friends and
that you
They
don't.
will
we get some?
be-
The insight was on
We don't know.
the Dunedain, but
Yeah.
he could spend one of those extra success on a more broad image or feel of what's up. But
do we
the trust Briar
to get a
has seems unshakable for a reason you cannot fathom. He mentioned some kind of ally, friends, and that if the Dunlandings were to attack, that would be that would resume in falling into a trap.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. I think we are safe here when we can safely celebrate May Day with the people here tomorrow and leave the morning after.
Oh, this is a good thought. Azagal would be a great thing to lessen our and build our hope for a new as we journey on. What do you think, Thoral? To stay for May Day and enjoy? Your troubles are deep, I know.
I would argue that I'm not next to you, because I'm waiting for but maybe I'll join you, the crowd, and once. Okay, here's what I want to do: is I'll follow the crowd, everyone, and I'll be in this conversation and say,
well, if you want to spend time doing something else, you can do that. But at some stage, we will just check that you would like to stay. But if you have other things,
I'll do something else afterwards. It makes more sense if I follow the crowd.
So what do you think? To stay for May Day and relieve the shadow on our hearts?
I worry for the people, but I can't deny that being here and seeing the joy of new life, it's left a mark which, well, I don't think a simple conversation will cure. Listen, I'm all for a quick march, but the last few days have been, they've done well on the soul. Between the vineyards and here, I feel good, and I want to feel good. So, yes.
Indeed, I was keen to make haste from here, to take the danger that we are away from this place, but I feel they are safe. Something keeps them safe. They are strong, and to celebrate with them would be worthwhile for us to take a moment and enjoy.
Well, in Dale, in the hard north, when you are invited to celebrate, declining is not an option, unfortunately. And I feel in this situation, as guests from faraway lands, we should not decline.
Indeed. Perhaps the fattened goat has already been slaughtered. We should partake.
And I will tell you, sometimes an old grandmother's curse is worse than the curse of any evil spirit. because she will follow you until you finish your plate, and I guarantee you, we will be far into the west, and she will still be there asking us if we want more food. So.
Oh, very good, very good. The plate.
The famous plate, yes. Fill your bowl and eat it slow is what I say. Fill your bowl and eat it slow. That was the motto we had in Dale.
We have some similar sayings in the Shire, I assure you. Well said.
I will embrace my fellowship and say, I will say thank you. Let us enjoy this moment. The present, we are happy, we are joyful amongst good people.
Good. So, you guys can tap into the fellowship focus, refill for before next session, and Alex, you can close the session with what you wanted to do, that little special thing you wanted to do after everyone sort of falls asleep. If you whatever you guys want to fancy together, if others are involved or if others have other ideas.
Yes, before I mean, I assume I'm going to make a few assumptions here. When I know we're saying we might sleep in a barn, but I'm not going to put the egg in the presence of this Dunlanding, so I will camp outside of the barn, and my my tent will be set up beforehand. But what I will do is, after the festivities down, I'll go to the place where the cremation took place, and I will put the bag of the egg next to me and say, I know you can listen to me. I know you can hear me. I know you can hear me. I've just seen a mother cremated in peace. This is how we are meant to go. A peaceful fire. A fire of cleansing. And I will talk to the egg directly and say, your kind took my mother in flame, through a flame of hatred and darkness. I will never allow it to happen again. Just so you know, I know you can hear me. Seeing this has only fortified me. And I will pick it up. And as we kind of walk towards my tent, I say, you can be as heavy as you want. The destination is the destination. And I will maybe almost like tap it like a friend, a bit like, on we go. I'll see you in the morning.
No comment. Awesome. Nice. All right, guys. Thank you.
Andy, are you crying? I know it's very emotional. It's okay to cry.
No, I'm not.
I know Owen and Asen, they want to cry too, but it's.
No, I feel tired, but that was a nice trip overall. I think I had a great adventure tonight. Thanks for your patience, for tuning in, being so agile. Well done. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you, Adi. It was a fantastic session again. Once again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Thank
was
you.
fantastic. But I do believe that Daniel was the most agile of us. He's still chasing the chipmunk.
Yeah. Well, maybe
gosh.
he's the least agile. Maybe he's the least agile.
Well, someone should roll an extraordinary for him or something, or assist.
Yeah.
Give him an assist.
Owen, I have to ask Owen. I don't know how you start your days of this, because on a Thursday I look forward to this. Like, I start work, I'm like, I know I have this session in like X hours.
Yeah.
You have it in the morning, and then like, oh, it's done. You know, and then what is it? What do you look forward to?
Oh well, actually, the day is kind of the day is all open and full of imagination now. I can tumble out into the day, and I'm lucky because I don't work on Fridays, which is what it is now. So I'm actually going to go and paint a little miniature Witch King, believe it or not.
Wow.
Oh,
And
okay.
Awesome.
hang out with some weird dudes in a painting studio at a game shop.